Ma.
Something you wish to
Ma.
report? Go on. You have my undivided
Ma.
attention. Something you...
Talk to the Electro Archon whenever you are troubled.
Another bad one? No, let me try again.
Ma.
To the Electro Archon whenever you are troubled.
Another bad one? No, let me try again.
Ma. Ma.
Talk to the
Ma.
Electro Archon whenever you are troubled. To the Electro Archon whenever you are troubled.
Another bad one? No, let me try again. No, let me try again.
I'm gonna get rid of that because it's gonna bug the shit out of me. It's not available yet. Meh. 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 That's a lot better. Oh yeah, hello everybody, my name is Kazm, Vulfhart, aka Kazm, whatever you want to call me, and welcome back to Genshin Impact. Damn it. I'm just gonna cook some meals real quick. Since I'm relying heavily on meals at the moment, I'm gonna try and get some better ones. Making as many food as possible. They gave me 40. I'm low on a few things, so I guess I need to keep an eye out for stuff. I can passively make butter. Butter. Also, I figured out that for right now, trying to stream YouTube to YouTube and Twitch at the same time via Stream Elements seems to be a hazard to my stream's health. Why can I hear myself? Now I can't. It was on my phone. If you see me doing long pauses, it's because I'm checking my my Twitch stream. I think I just need a better computer, which I don't have the money for. Look at they. What to do? What to do? Do I have an anecdote from you? That is not what I should have done. I do not. I need 7 more to get the rest of the rewards. Go ahead and get this anecdote. I'm totally not stalling to see if there's anybody who wants to watch me do these story quests. Now, where would this woman be? Up the stairs. Thankfully, this stream won't be as long as the Monster Hunter ones.
This is a peaceful neighborhood.
You are exceptionally tiny. Why do you have a spear? I was about to ask, why do you have a spear out and then you just stab it? She's practicing! So practice, practice, practice. Is that how she actually fights too? That would be adorable. Also, is she 4-star or is she 5-star? I'm willing to bet she's 4-star. I wonder if they'll add any more 4 stars. I guess if they add another region, because I did that for Kachina and Auroron. But I don't remember anybody else. Why am I yawning so much? I'm not tired. I'm not tired, you're tired. Ugh. That's cute and adorable. How many more days? 21 days. I had 3 weeks. See, I already have one from you. Right now, it looks like there's only 2 that are active. Usually there's 3 for me, unless there... Would there be one over in Inazuma? My right eye... My left eye is burning. Doesn't look like it. I saw it. Where? Oh, that's the main quest. Okay. Derp. I do need to explore that island. I need to get into get energy to explore the island, but lately I've been farming in wilds. Because I have a problem. Alright, where's the quest begin?
This should be where Kokomi said to meet her.
Kokomi.
Do you still remember this place? Paimon remembers we came by here last time we visited Watatsumi Island. That was back when you did your stint as captain of Swordfish too.
A very long stint.
Whether the resistance troops still remember you. Things on the island must have changed a lot since then. Oh, shall we take a look around?
Stretching my legs out. Just trying to get comfy.
If the enemy outnumbers you, seek their weakness and exploit it. If you outnumber the enemy, seek unequivocal domination and crush them. Marauders on the waterfront are supplied by sea. Burning their ships is the path to success.
Sorry, dog.
General Goro, sir, do you have a verdict?
More or less. From the directives left behind by Her Excellency, we can surmise that a Fatui ship is moored nearby. This explains their aggressive posture. We could split into 2 teams.
Fick the Fatui.
One to draw their attention.
Yes, I
and the
know
other to
that a lot of
circle
people are
around
telling me
behind
the
enemy
Fatui
lines
aren't as
and
bad
set
as I'm
fire
making
to
them
their
out to
ship.
be, but at the same
They'd have
time, they
nowhere
have
to
not
run.
earned they have not earned any form of respect from me.
Madam Kokomi made clear that we are not to split up without sufficient forces. We'd risk being picked off one by one until our whole line of defense disintegrated.
Sir, shall I send for reinforcements?
I doubt there's time. Based on their movements, they'd likely be gone before our troops arrived. Her Excellency's directives also stipulate that we should wait in ambush and avoid making the first move. Since we lack sufficient troops, I don't think we can afford to engage the enemy at this time.
Sir, we're just gonna stand by and watch them leave? Surely there must be another way.
Send me after them. I'll stop them.
Her Excellency's directives also state help may arrive when all seems lost. As for where this help is supposed to come from,
Hey, Goro! What are you guys up to?
Captain, you've returned to Watatsumi Island.
That's great! Her Excellency's directives are as reliable as ever. You've arrived just in time.
Just trying to get comfortable
Recently,
while doing this.
the remnants of the Fatui forces have been unusually active. We've been monitoring their movements, waiting in ambush here. Unfortunately, we don't have the manpower to split into 2 teams. Can we ask you to keep them occupied?
Hard to say no when it's the Fatui. Whatever they're planning, we won't let them get away with it.
Good. There's not a moment to lose.
I really
We'll
wish I
go
had the
behind
desk.
enemy lines and sabotage their ship. Let's meet back here afterward. Watch yourselves. We'll be back shortly.
Seems like the Resistance still remembers us. Come on, let's help them get this situation under control.
Fantastic. Oh my goodness, look, it's targets.
Everlasting as the moon.
You did. You did. You did now.
They've set the ship on fire! An arson attack! First, they leave us no choice but to attack. Comrades, let's make them regret it. Right here.
Kaboom. Ouch. Sir, you're rude.
Witness my wrath.
I am your boss, sir.
Miscalculated.
I like all the bubbles.
We were lucky to have you here. We'd have no way to prevent their escape without you.
What's that you're holding? Is it the directives from Kokomi? Let Paimon see. Oh, wow. This is a whole book. Is it all Kokomi's directives?
Directive.
Well, no, not.
Directive.
I have 5 more volumes with me.
Are you serious?
Her Excellency always plans for every scenario. Plus, these are her general operational directives, which are more comprehensive than most.
General?
Still, we're fortunate to have them. They make sure we're prepared for every eventuality, no matter how complex.
Oh, understanding every eventuality sounds tiring enough, let alone writing them all down.
Seriously.
Taking Kokomi a heck of a long time.
Captain, are you back on Watatsumi Island to lead Swordfish 2 again? We've all been feeling your absence.
He sounds familiar.
Her Excellency says that now is a time of peace, and that we should reduce the size of the military and focus on helping the civilian population return to normal life. About half of us are still organized into task forces, supporting the platoons. The other half have been given various other functions like patrol, instruction, and farming. Of course, not everyone's happy about it. The other day, an old buddy of mine was grumbling about being forced to build houses. Said they'd have to drag him away from the front line, kicking and screaming.
The spirit of the Resistance is alive and well, huh? Anyway, we're here because Kokomi invited us to the Victory Feast. Do you know where we could find her, Guru?
I believe Her Excellency is currently at Boro Village. There were reports of a possible disturbance over there. If I'm not mistaken, Her Excellency has gone to deal with it in person.
Tormenting my dog now.
We should probably get going ourselves. And, also, on your way over, please check in on the soldiers. I'm sensing a growing unease among them, but I don't know what's causing it. They won't say.
Peacetime.
They used to tell me
I'm
all
not a
their
soldier, I
concerns,
never
but
was a
whatever
soldier.
this is, they're keeping it hidden. I don't like it one bit.
Something I have
Suspect
heard
there's trouble
talked
afoot.
about a lot from soldiers during peacetime is that, well, if they were part of a war or something like that, they get uneasy during peacetime because for the longest time it was fight, fight, fight.
Sounds good.
And now they're no longer fight, fight, fighting.
See everyone again.
So it's hard for them to switch back to the mentality of being, you know, quote unquote normal. But I think that's actually kind of a biological adaptation for species in general. Because when you go several years of your life just, well, basically, oh my goodness, stop exploding. Fantastic. But basically, if you're biologically geared towards fighting something to survive. Okay, I need to get that one active first. This one over here. And now this one. There we go.
An impressive bounty.
But biologically speaking, whenever you are in a stressful situation constantly, like such as like fighting to survive on a near basic level, it behooves you to constantly be on your guard because you never know when the next fight's going to be. Oh, you are dead now.
Ah, something with which to commemorate this occasion.
Okay, no zapping me up into the air. Usually these things have a reason for being here. Don't look like there is one today, though. I'll just kind of do what I can when I can. I'm not too far off from her, at least. Are you something I can get? Yes. I need to try and pick up as much resources as possible, too, if I'm going to keep on making more foods. I relied too much on Barbara. I like the music of this area.
Wait, aren't you Captain of Swordfish too? Oh, it is you! Oh, you have our gratitude. Watatsumi Island wouldn't have...
I was a captain for like, what, a day? Maybe two?
I wasn't with Swordfish too. But I did see you in Tatarasuna. Oh, you really gave it to those shogunate samurai in the fight of honor. Oh, it was quite the show. Is there anything you need from me? I'm at your service.
I feel like I didn't do much to earn all this respect.
On edge, you say? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've noticed it too. In fairness, the battle isn't long over, and, well, perhaps it isn't quite over for them. You know what I mean? Every single person looked death in the face that day. It's not an experience you forget in a hurry. Victory's declared, and all of a sudden, the fighting's over. But people can't just snap back into normal life again. I think things will improve, but it's gonna take some time. I don't know what else it could be, but what I do know is that as long as Her Excellency is with us, Watatsumi Island is safe. And all the more so now that you're back. Seriously.
So how long
if
before
there's
it
ever
turns
anything you
into
need,
hell?
Just say the word.
What a nice guy. Let's go ask some other people.
At least they're all in a nice line for me.
Peace at last. Living the dream. Don't I know you? I've definitely seen you somewhere before. Can't place you, but I'm guessing you're not with the Shogun's army. So, do you need something? Unsettled? Unsettled how? I haven't noticed anything. Not that I would, necessarily. I keep to myself, mostly. They're all too rowdy for me. We're at peace now, finally, and I, for one, intend to make the most of it. My life right now is about two things and two things only. The sun and the sea breeze.
Interesting.
Sorry that I can't be more help to you. I'll tell you someone you could ask, though. San Gonamiya. She knows everything.
Are you falling asleep?
Seems he's about to fall asleep. Let's leave him to rest and go find someone else to ask.
The issue is, isn't he supposed to be on guard duty? Our patrol or something?
Ugh, I don't understand what Her Excellency is thinking. I mean, peace talks? Give me a break. Why would she agree to that?
Exactly. Everyone knows you can't trust the Tenryou Commission. I heard they've been secretly coordinating with the Fatui and plan to continue their attacks.
Wait, for real? You're sure of this?
Positive. Some of our guys had a run-in with a few Fatui. They caught them conspiring together firsthand.
I knew it! The Tenryou Commission are a bunch of crooks. They'll never change. Honestly, it's kind of naive for Her Excellency to take them at their word, isn't it?
Shh, keep your voice down. Someone's coming.
I can hear you, bitches.
There. What you talking about?
Captain, you're back. Do you think we should tell the captain about what we were discussing just now?
No, let's not mention it. He's one of our closest advisors. For all we know, the peace talks could have been his idea.
Gee, thanks for the
I'm sure
vote of
the captain would
confidence.
see where we're coming from, but you're right. We should probably play it safe. Welcome back to Watatsumi Island, Captain. Nothing to report here. Everything is A-okay.
Her Excellency should be in the village at present. Head straight over if you wish, Captain.
Paimon definitely detected some hush-hush going on there. But if they aren't gonna talk, we might as well head over to the village.
I mean, good on them for being, like, cautious and stuff like that, but still.
Admit it! We know you've been secretly supplying the Tenryou Commission with goods purchased on Watatsumi Island. I knew something was off about a Tenryou Commission merchant doing business here. So, what do you have to say for yourself, huh?
I'm innocent.
I mean, short, sweet, and to the point.
Come. You never should have been allowed to set foot on this island, let alone do business here. Take him away.
Wait!
The voice is back.
There you are! Something's going down over here. You should take a look. No.
Your Excellency, this merchant is suspected of criminal activity, so we seized him for questioning.
Is
Our
that your role,
surveillance
though?
shows that in his whole time here, he has made numerous purchases, but no sales. And yet he has no stock in his possession. We believe it's highly probable that he has been supplying the Tenryou Commission behind the scenes.
I haven't.
That will do. Let's not let ourselves get too worked up here, shall we? Everyone take a deep breath with me. In and out. Better?
I don't know if this will
Matsuda,
work.
Uchimura, I understand that you're concerned for the safety of Watatsumi Island. But before we make any decisions over whether this merchant is guilty or not, we must give him the chance to explain himself.
She has a point.
If he's guilty, of course, there will be consequences. But if he's innocent, he doesn't deserve to be falsely accused. This is Watatsumi Island. We deal in facts, not opinions. Excuse me, sir. As you know, my subordinates have some concerns surrounding your commercial activity here. Perhaps you could explain your side of the story to help me reach a verdict.
Of course, I can explain everything. I'm a trader on the island, so naturally I built up some inventory. I was planning to hold off on selling until the prices went up, but then, but then I was robbed by the Fatui. They took everything. Now, you think about that. First I lose all my inventory, then I get treated like a criminal.
And why should we believe you? So what? That doesn't prove they took his goods. And even if they did, it'll still end up in the Tenryou Commission's hands. They're in this together.
See, I can't be like an asshole and be like you're stupid because I know things that they don't, unfortunately.
What? The Tenryou Commission are colluding with the Fatui now? This is the first I've heard of it. I suppose it is true. What's that got to do with me?
Would the Tenryou Commission start colluding with the Fatui after the fighting's already finished? Seems unlikely to Paimon. We met a representative of the Kujo clan recently. It doesn't seem like he'd have the time to be colluding right now. But on the way over here, we accidentally on purpose overheard some soldiers mention the exact same thing. Kokomi, do you know anything about it?
Probably the spreading of misinformation.
Yes. We are
But
scheduled to
accidentally.
begin peace talks with the Tenryou Commission soon. The Kamisato clan has arranged for them to take place in a neutral location. Kujo, Sara, and I will be accompanied by our guards. We will use the talks to discuss future plans in detail. But just as arrangements for the peace talks began to fall into place, I started hearing rumors of collusion between the Kujo clan and the Fatui. Allegedly, their goal is to completely wipe out Watatsumi Island. If that's the case, then the peace talks are likely a trap. Even the Kamisato clan could be involved. Sir, are you quite certain that your goods were stolen by the Fatui?
Yes, it's the truth. I swear. They stole my goods and then they ran off that way. I'll bet that's where that hideout is.
Very well. The potential ramifications of this incident are serious. We will retrieve your goods, and if everything is in order, it will prove your innocence. However, if we find evidence to corroborate the claims of collusion between the Fatui and the Tenryou Commission, I expect you to fully comply with our investigation. Do we have an understanding?
I mean, that's
Yes,
fair.
Of course. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Matsuda? Uchimura?
Well received, Your Excellency.
Good. Now, Traveler, I mean, Captain of Swordfish Platoon Section 2, would you join me in the investigation?
Yes.
Good. I look forward to seeing how you've progressed lately.
Yes.
I also have a few new things to teach you. Alright, follow me.
Indeed. Fantastic.
Find
Where
the
am I going?
merchant's goods in the hands of the Fatui, it'll prove he's innocent. Whatever's going on between the Fatui and the Tenryou Commission.
I should listen to that, but food. I heard that. Where are you? Where are you, you bitch? Where are you, you bitch? Where on earth would you be? Under the... Under? Under? Yes, under. I don't know why that bush prevented me from moving forward, but fine. I know another one popped up not too far from here. No, I'm being stuck. I need to trim my hair. Why would you do that? That's a waterfall. Why would you dive head first into that? From the top. My characters are suicidal. Fatui. AKA targets. You know, Shield Man, you did a horrible job of being Shield. Ouch.
Something with which to commemorate this occasion.
I love being the Fatui with their Harbinger boss. It's funny to me. There you are. Oh no. A Puzel. Okay, good. Where'd you So you do that, and you come over here. This one's a tricky one. Because of this damn bastard. Okay, so he zapped me. Over here, over here, over here, over here. How do I do this one? No, over here. Did that do it? Looks like it did. Give me a zappy zap. I always love it when the ore and stuff gets electrically charged and comes back together. It's always nice. It's a nice little touch, I think. I already got you. Okay, so where's the trick? Not up, so down. Oh. I'm just genuinely blind. I ran under it. My stream is a little bit laggy, I'm noticing, but it's not unbearable. How's it look on my... Okay, on my laptop it's fine. On my phone it's pretty laggy. Where'd the thing go? I lost it. Guys, I lost the Sealy. Bang. Give me your money. I need my stamina back real quick. Give me a minute. Stamina regen is slow in this game. Wait, I hear it. There it is. I hear you. No, you bitch! How could you do this to me? You are lucky I have a skater girl. Well, okay. Where on earth are you going? I was a skater girl. I said see you later, girl. Wait, that's an investment. Oh no. Oh, they're all dead.
What greater pleasure is there than the unexpected?
The expected! I'm just trying to entertain myself.
Let's get down to business.
Who is angry at me now? Oh, okay. Why are you zooming around, buddy?
An impressive bounty.
And you appreciate me. Me. Apparently, I lit a fire.
This must be the Fatui camp that the merchant was talking about. From the looks of it, it used to be a Hilichurl camp. Who knows why the Fatui occupied it?
Looks pretty heavily guarded.
Not much of a camp, to be honest. It's more of a. I don't even think it's an
Not by
outpost.
brute force, that's for sure.
Camp is honestly the best word for it, and even
The
then.
terrain here gives us an advantage, and we haven't given away our position so far. Our enemy is in the light, while we are in the shadows.
Sure we are. That's why the giant bright yellow character hasn't been seen yet.
I think we have 3 options available.
Can I just attack him?
Option 1. Take the king, and it's checkmate. The Fatui's presence in Inazuma is weak at present. Nothing more than a few scattered remnants. If we strike from above and take down their leader first, the rest of them will be hard-pressed to put up a serious fight. Option 2. Hit them where it hurts. Over there, for example, a store of gunpowder cakes. If we manage to discreetly set the gunpowder alight without alerting them, it would deal them a devastating blow. They'd be caught completely
Oh,
off
hello,
guard.
Jester.
Both their morale and fighting capacity would be severely impaired. Option 3.
I'm doing Kokomi's
Use
story
the
quest.
environment against them. We're close to the
How's the
sea here,
stream
so
for
we
you,
barely
by the way?
smell
Is it
shimmer.
laggy?
I can gather the water vapor, you add a touch of lightning, and together we can shock them into submission.
Wow, that's our grand strategist. It's a lot to think about, though. Which option should we choose?
That will depend on our assessment of our own abilities. A surprise attack from the air is the quickest solution, but requires superior combat skills. With an explosion, we could rapidly reduce their numbers without a protracted battle, but absolute stealth would be required during the operation, or we'd risk exposing ourselves. If we decide to take advantage of the
Yeah, I think the issue is when I stream.
lengthy siege. So, all right. We'll draw them out first to
I think
minimize
the
damage
issue
to
is I was streaming to both YouTube and Twitch.
Had much chance to fight alongside you in the past. I'm not sure I'll be. Still, not to worry. Even if I can't claim to be a warrior myself, I'm no stranger to the battlefield.
I think
This fight should
OBS
be
was
well
just
within our
struggling to stream both due to bandwidth issues.
Let's clear out the camp and find out what they've been up to.
I tried doing it again today, and it was starting to become laggy. What? Oh, hello.
Overruled. This is where you fall. Transfixed.
Like, it was starting to get laggy within. It was starting to get laggy within, like, a minute. He knows I'm here.
Pitiful. Everlasting as the moon.
I think I just need to get a PC. Eventually. You, shield dude, you're doing a great job as a shield.
That wasn't quite what I'd call by the book. But it happens. Battles are complex things, and the situation evolves constantly.
I blame the flowers that were attacking me. I blame Mario for inventing fire flowers.
Seems like as soon as the fighting started, the plan went out the window and we kinda winged it.
And yet, the outcome is quite satisfactory. A testament to your ability and willingness to adapt. I must admit, I wasn't expecting to find the Fatui laying low in a Hilichurl camp. Presumably, they've been operating out of here in secret for quite some time.
Jester, I would like your honest opinion, if you don't mind. Do you think I'm being too harsh on the Fatui?
Could they really be in collusion with the Tenryou Commission?
Given the fact that for me, it's on site with them every time.
If the merchant's story is true, the inventory should be here.
Alright, time to take a look around.
Ugh. Nobody understands my hatred for this group of people I barely understand. Oh wow, that gave me everything I needed. Nobody understands my hatred for this group of people I barely understand. I don't even understand it. It's not looking good for the Fatui.
This is way too dangerous. We should tell Kokomi right away and figure out the best way to deal with it. So these are the Fatui food supplies? They look a little past their best. Is this really all they had to eat?
Poor idiots.
Hey, look here. Could these belong to the merchant? There's a lot of stuff. Some of it has the Tenryou Commission emblem. Yep, this has gotta be it.
She's like all leg. It feels like I'm walking with a stick. Like a character with stick legs. Scarecrow! She feels like a scarecrow. I think it might be the heels, though. Like her... Get out of my sight. With her, it feels less like... You know what? I genuinely think it's the heels. Oops. Yeah, it's the heels. For some reason, with the way heels look in this game, when the characters jump, it looks like they just don't have feet. And that's weird to me. No, I think the big, like, once again, my biggest issue with the Fatui that I've seen so far is just Leeway.
Let's see here. Yes, these are the stolen goods, all right. Food, medicine, farming tools, all essential for post-war recovery.
I've kind of given them the benefit of the doubt with Mondstadt's story.
By contrast,
Leeway
is...
is...
that the Tenryou Commission has any need of these items, so the idea that he was supplying them doesn't make a lot of sense.
Leeway is the biggest problem for me.
He's just an opportunistic merchant.
I don't know how I feel about the Inazuma part. I'd actually need to think about it. And Sumeru was kind of another knockdown for me because they're supposed to be diplomatic, but they were behaving less like diplomats in a foreign country and more like they own the country.
In my recently issued post-war temporary decree, I included restrictions on the prices of essential.
And I'm talking about the time where they were trying to get Hypatia
will ultimately reach the people at
under the guise of getting research materials. They were acting kind of
taken the time to read the decree.
egotistical.
He ever would have ended up in this predicament.
Kokomi, you think of everything.
I wish that were true. Take this alleged collusion between the Tenryou Commission and the Fatui, for example. I'm still completely stumped.
I don't know, I get the feeling Fontaine will change how I think a little bit.
What do you mean?
I think Fontaine is when they get a little bit more complex with their
Let's take
mentality and stuff like that and their
It's not long
reasonings.
now
And
until
I know
the
not
victory
all
feast.
Fatui are
It'll
bad,
be a race against the clock to get all of this
because I've
resolved
dealt
before
with
it
some
starts.
Fatui who aren't absolute
Got it. First
dicks.
we
They're
mend the
just
gifts, then we attend the feast.
basic dicks, I guess is the best way to put it. I don't like child. And I'm saying this with full knowledge that the delusions kind of fuck with their minds and stuff like that. I don't like child. Like, whatever kind of person he was, he's insufferable now. Signora feels like a tragic heroine type character. I didn't like her at the beginning because she kind of gut-checked Venti. Even though Venti is stupid. Venti's not a smart child. Honestly, with the Liyue story, I think I dislike Zhongli with about the same amount of irritation that I do the Fatui. But for different reasons. But obviously my opinions can change. It's just, like, from the knowledge that I have at this moment in time, it is one of the biggest irritations of dealing with just the Fatui in general. It feels less like I'm dealing with misunderstood people and more with people who are just being dicks for being dicks' sake.
See? I told you I was innocent.
I'm not so sure. You could have easily planned the whole thing with the Fatui in advance.
Okay, sir, you need to stop.
Based on the information we gathered from the Fatui camp, there's nothing to suggest he had any correspondence with them. Had it been the case, then knowing how the Fatui operates, they would have left some evidence of it.
But what if...
No ifs, no buts. We've recovered the goods.
She put her foot down.
As agreed, this is sufficient to establish his innocence.
Apologies.
Guess we got carried away.
What did I tell you? You army numbskulls don't have a clue. All brawn and no brains coming to me with your crazy conspiracies. Lay off me next time, got it?
Sir, I'm afraid you're getting ahead of yourself. You may be innocent of the accusations originally leveled at you, but hoarding essential goods is a crime under the temporary decree. You must bear the consequences.
Yeah, dickbag.
You have already admitted to being the owner of these goods, so we are obliged to respond with appropriate measures. In addition to enforcing the sale of these goods at the accepted rates, there will also be a fine, the amount of which...
Wait, Your Excellency, whose side are you on here?
The side of...
No business taking sides.
The...
As the divine priestess of Watatsumi Island, I abide by the principle of clear and consistent rewards and punishments. Just as merit must be recognized...
The man committed a crime. Why is he asking that question?
You may have been proven innocent of the more serious allegations leveled at you, but this does not exempt you from bearing the consequences.
Look, if I
of your
break and
mistakes.
enter into somebody's house to grab incriminating evidence to turn into the police so that those people can get arrested, I'm still getting arrested for breaking and entering.
Wait a minute, but...
I'll be upset, but I'll still be
Well,
arrested.
don't just stand there. Take him away. Time to pay up.
Sir, you need to calm
Your
down.
Excellency, he says all the goods belong to him, but it doesn't add up. Those of a Tenryou Commission emblem are probably his, but not the rest. Especially these ones. They're clearly for shrine use.
It seems the Fatui simply dumped all their stolen goods in one place. Leave the shrine paraphernalia to me. As for the rest, I'll leave...
In Zhongli's case, I can give him a pass in the reasoning. The method was stupid.
We're on it. But if I may, Your Excellency, maybe there were no signs of collusion in this case, but our people know what they saw. Something is going on between the Tenryou Commission and the Fatui. I know the peace talks are coming up, so please keep an open mind.
I understand your concern. I'll be sure to give it further consideration.
How old are all the characters
I'm
we
going
play
to take
as?
these items back
Not
to the
counting the
Sanguinonia
gods.
Shrine. Why don't you come along for the walk?
Like, she seems like she's in her 20s.
Watatsumi Island observes different customs than the rest of Inazuma. I imagine it must also
I've given up
be-
trying to figure out how old the Traveler is. No, I haven't. She seems like she's in her 20s. Here lately I've been dealing with a lot of characters that are basically just like nigh immortal, or very long-lived.
It's been a long time since...
I think Arle's in her 30s, isn't she?
Next time you visit, I'll take you to visit Watatsumi Island's old shrine.
I want to look at my characters. I believe Kanich would be late 20s, early 30s. Auroron's got to be early 20s.
Shrine on Watatsumi Island was not
Kachina's
located
got to
in
be early
Sanguinonia.
teens.
It was close to the
Not
statue
early
of the
teens,
Seven.
mid-teens.
Back then, the people of this island recognized the shogun's existence, despite not venerating her as
I
the
can see
shogun would
Zillinen
do.
being in her 30s.
But after she struck down our protector deity, the shrine was abandoned. Relations between Watatsumi Island and the shogunate have soured ever since. Mistrust has become deep-rooted over time.
Amber's got to be
I've been hoping to raise all this at the peace talks.
late teens, early
Grievances
20s.
have to be let go eventually.
Razor's got to be late teens.
Your Excellency, what brings you out this way on your busy schedule? Oh my, you're looking a little worse for wear. You need to take better care of yourself, okay? All of our fates depend on you.
Gero
Thanks for your concern.
might be around the same
Your
age as
Excellency, I
Kokomi, to
beg
be
you,
honest.
Heed a word of advice. After all this time fighting the Shogun's army, peace is not something that
Kujisara's
can
got to be in her
simply
20s.
declared. If we
I want to say
reconcile
mid-20s.
with them, the god who once protected us will have died in vain.
I'm willing to bet Ito is around the
Besides, the
age
fighting is
of
barely
18 to
We
21.
should be grateful to be at peace once more.
Toma's got to be...
I know, it's just...
You know, Toma wouldn't surprise me if he was late
we
30s.
should remain strong in these negotiations. We mustn't be too ready to compromise.
I appreciate your concerns. I will consider the options carefully and be sure to proceed appropriately.
Wonderful.
Child...
We're all counting on
I'm willing to
you,
bet
Your
Child is the
Excellency.
youngest. Isn't Child the youngest Harbinger? Or is that Arle?
Your Excellency? Well, I'll be... fancy meeting you at a place like this. Do you know, my daughter's enrolled herself in the Shrine Maiden selection process this year. If she makes it into Sangonomiya, I'll be one very happy mother. You're a kind and gracious leader. She'd be in very good hands. I'm always telling my
I'm willing to
daughter
bet the
if she gets
doctor
chance
is
to learn
early
from
30s.
excellence
Really early
directly,
30s.
She must make the most.
I think
of it.
Senora might be the only female character I can
Look
think
at
of
Her
being
Excellency, still so young, but so
in her...
mature and
No, because
intelligent.
her story
My daughter
was
always
she's...
looked to you as a role model.
Well,
She's a long-lived character, isn't she? I
look out
forgot.
for her.
Your Excellency.
Sino Candace and
My
Dia I
pleasure
can
here.
see being early
As you know,
30s.
agricultural output has taken a
Late
pretty big
20s
hit
at
this year.
most.
Let me bring you up to
At
speed on
youngest.
the latest situation.
Oh, Your Excellency, isn't this the captain of Swordfish too? Will he be based on Watatsumi Island?
Okay,
now?
y'all need to back the ever-loving fuck off right now.
Please, remain calm, everyone. I'll get around to all your queries. Though, for the longer ones, I'd prefer it if you could write a report and submit it to the shrine. Then I can respond to each one as and when I have the time.
Y'all need to back off.
Are you alright? Me too. It does get pretty annoying.
Your Excellency, here you are.
I'm about to throw you into the ocean.
There's been a situation. We're still waiting on the delivery of a whole batch of ceremonial items. I'm beginning to worry that they've been stolen.
I retract my ocean throw threat.
Retrieved those already. No need to worry.
Really? That's fantastic. You never cease to amaze us, Your Excellency. I sorted through all the petitions received recently and placed them on your desk. Also, according to the schedule, you're just in time for your meeting today on the development of the textiles industry.
I'm reinstating the ocean throw threat.
Right now?
Yes, the two young ladies have arrived safely. We're just waiting for you.
I see. I was hoping to take a walk around the island with you, but it looks like we'll have to save that for some other time.
I'm dragging A over
Let's
here,
rendezvous tomorrow at the entrance
having
of
her
the
flex her powers of authority, not her actual like lightning powers, and then you two are having a tea date.
Victory feast! Just to be clear, we're talking lots of delicious food, right?
That's the name of the game. There'll be some Watatsumi Island specialties, which I'm sure you'll enjoy.
Great! See you tomorrow then!
The next person to bother her is getting thrown into the ocean. Oh, because I picked up stuff, yeah. Do these wouldn't say, would they? Not really. It'd be nice if they did. See, what she needs right now is a generally scary person, like like I or the Arle, somebody who like everybody knows not to fuck with, to just come in, stare at everybody trying to talk to Kokomi, and then just carry Kokomi away so that she can have a break to herself. Because, like, I get the need to make sure that the person in charge, like, is aware of shit and stuff like that, and you want shit to get done, which is absolutely fair, do not get me wrong. But, like, I've dealt with this kind of stuff before, both as an outsider and somebody who had to handle it. I didn't really have to handle it too much, unfortunately, because for some reason nobody trusts me with that stuff. This was back before I became, for lack of a better term, jaded. This was back when I was actually trying to get ahead and be some form of, like, manager when I was working at the ski resort. You're up there, aren't you? No, you're not. You're further down. Where are you? Oh, wait, I think I found you. Aha, I found you. But, like, as the, like, lower tier members, you do need to kind of pay attention to what your boss is, what's going on with your boss, because Fun fact, your boss knows more about how it's supposed to work than you do. Or at least they're supposed to. So if they end up getting screwed over in one aspect or another, and end up having to take a break, you're fucked.
Huh. Kokomi isn't here yet. That's weird. She doesn't seem like the type to show up late to things. Let's wait a little longer.
Be back, but I thought you be Jade.
How is she still not here? Do you think she could be in trouble? Let's go ask that soldier over there.
Oh, pardon me. I had meatloaf today.
Are you looking for Her Excellency?
It was delicious.
I'm afraid she isn't here at the moment. I don't know where she's gone.
Good.
So strange. Guess we should just call it a rain check then?
Not necessarily. If I recall correctly, Her Excellency has made special provisions for such a scenario in her general operational directives. Let me see. Yes, number 98. Should a visitor from afar come to see me, and should my whereabouts be unknown, direct them to proceed southward until they arrive at a tree with purple foliage. The footnote stipulates that this only applies when Her Excellency has made no communication regarding her whereabouts before disappearing. And even then, only when the visitor in question is of VIP status. As far as I'm concerned, you two tick all of the boxes. I keep this directive on me at all times. I'm sure this is the right course of action.
I like this man. I like Shibata.
Think of everything. All right, let's find the place she wrote about and have a look.
Shibata's a good employee. Sir, you're hired at my company, whatever that may be. Need to head south. Towards a tree with purple foliage. Did I tell you all that I'm partially colorblind? Good thing the map has a fucking giant circle for me to go to. Yeah, you're not making it up there, but I can make it up there. Speaking of colorblindness, so I was looking at the colorblindness settings. Like, I looked at it again after the stream where I did it. And I was losing my mind because I couldn't figure out for the life of me, like,
What greater pleasure is there than the unexpected?
what's the difference between these colors? Like, the colorblindness settings actually hurt me more than if it was just basic colors. And actually, I don't think the issue for... Oh no. I think the issue for Wilds for me isn't even... Shit.
It looks like there's a way in over there. Let's take a look.
Please, 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 please. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Where am I going? Over here. I hope she doesn't go in there at night. Because it's well hidden. It actually is well hidden. I will give him that. Actually, a great way to tell. The slight problem is that small ridge over there in between Zillinen's ears. If I can get it right. I'm pretty sure that's a walkable point. And they can see that lantern from there. At least the light that it provides. Other than that... 8.5 out of 10. Great hiding spot.
We were gonna meet up and get things ready for the victory feast today. What happened?
It's you. I apologize. I'm not feeling my usual self today.
You got sick? We'll go find a doctor right away.
Depression.
No. It's nothing like that.
Burnout.
Just
Or both.
my energy is completely spent.
You run on energy? You mean you're like a ruin guard?
I'll be honest, I would make that exact same joke.
It's just a figure of speech. I'm ashamed to admit it, but I can't always be the infinitely capable person I present myself as.
Then don't present yourself as an infinitely capable person.
You noticed? I guess I haven't quite mastered the ability to hide how I'm feeling.
Where's the wet noodle? I need to hit this girl.
To be honest, I'm not really cut out to be a leader. At first, my dream was to read up on military strategy and perhaps become an advisor. Constantly communicating with people, trying to retain their morale, having to read between the lines, making sure everyone gets the recognition they deserve. It's such hard work. You're somehow supposed to make people feel wonderful, just from being in your presence, while also commanding their respect. It doesn't come naturally to me. And truth be told, it's something I never wanted for myself. But because of my bloodline, I was always going to end up being the divine priestess, sooner or later. Like it or not, it's just the way it is. So, whenever I feel overwhelmed, I come here to just lose myself in a book and relax for a while. Don't worry, it doesn't affect my work. I handed over preparations for the victory feast to someone else. I have to make a speech tonight, and I mustn't give the troops any reason to suspect that something could be wrong. This peace was hard won, and I want them to feel at ease.
Yeah, but you're probably dealing with all the stress and release of all that stress from the war happening, along with the after effects.
I'll be energized again soon if I hold off on work for a little longer. If only there was some way I could listen to a good read on military strategy. I'm sure that'd speed up the process. I was reading a book last time I was here, but I only got about halfway through. Where did I put it?
That's a good question. I would...
Find it for you. And then we'll read it out to you to help you recover.
I wonder where the book could be.
For me?
Or better yet, a better question, which one?
I'm really lucky you came back to Watatsumi Island.
Whoa, look at all these petitions.
Why would you have any of this in your relaxation place?
Does Kokomi make time to deal with these even when she's resting? Sangonomiya Events Cash Flow Statement. Consolidated Annual Report on Fishing Production. Watatsumi Island Monthly Maintenance Expenses Breakdown? This is a lot of work for one person. And it's on top of all the directives she has to write and the people she has to meet day to day. It's no wonder she gets burnt out from time to time.
I'm amazed she isn't getting burnt out more often.
Let's track down that book and help her feel like herself again.
This is a lot of work for one person. I don't know of too many people who could actually do this much work, and I know some pretty hard-working people.
Hey, look! Could this be the book she wanted?
Oh no.
Swordfish Captain came back today. Energy +4.
That's just,
Give it here. Guess that was
We didn't see anything. If we did, Paimon did it. Emergency food and a scapegoat.
It's gotta be this one, right? Look, there's even a bookmark. None of the other books have one, so she must have finished reading those already. Ooh, it's pretty dense. Paimon doesn't understand a thing. Well, let's take it over and read it.
Paimon, I mean, this is no insult. I have a feeling you would have a hard time understanding most intellectual books. I was going to try and sound more intellectual, and I realized I should just probably not.
Kokumi, is this the book you wanted? I'm not sure, actually. Could you read a bit out loud? Yes, that's the one. Thank you.
And she passes out.
Kokumi? Kokumi! Oh no, she's fallen asleep. What are we gonna do? Tonight's the victory feast. Not to mention that the peace talks are just around the corner. She's got so much to do. You sure that's a good idea? She does look pretty exhausted.
I get the feeling regardless of what I picked, it wouldn't have mattered.
Time to go too. All right, let's keep her company while she rests. Avoid disaster. Protect peace at all costs. The war's over. Things are slowly getting better. Oh, did you see? What time is it? Did I fall asleep? Yep, you've been out for ages. It's nearly time for the feast. I can't believe it got so late. I haven't slept that peacefully in so long. That's gotta be 3 whole energy points right there. Should be enough to see me through the peace talks. Thank you. Well, we better get ourselves over there. It's nearly time to light the bonfire. Woohoo! Kokomi's back to full energy!
Is she? She does not sound like it. Wait, that's not one. Why is it up there, though? That was not me trying to accidentally upskirt somebody. Hello! I joined the party by stepping on vegetables.
It looks like everything's in place for the feast. But I still need to give a quick speech before the festivities begin.
Oh, how much energy will that take? Do you think you've got enough?
Don't worry, I've got plenty. Thanks to you two, I recovered more quickly than usual.
That's great! We'll be rooting for you.
Welcome, everyone. Today is the day that we celebrate our victory. Recently, our war with the Shogun's army came to an end, and we finally saw the abolition of the Vision Hunt Decree.
Abolition's a weird word.
None of us can know what the Inazuma of the future will look like. But tomorrow, I meet with the Tenryou Commission for peace talks. I give you my word that I will strive for peace for Watatsumi Island once and for all.
My headphones fell over
Thank
my
you all for
eye.
your valiant efforts throughout.
My eyes. I can barely see.
Truly, it is only through those efforts that we have been able to prevail in this trying war. This feast is held in honor of each and every one of you gathered here today. I hope all of you get to relax and enjoy our hard-won victory.
And then the Fatui attack!
Tonight seems to have gone off
Itchy,
without
itchy,
a
itchy.
hitch. I'm I'm so glad it's all going smoothly.
And then here comes the giant
They tend
fist!
to be more open when they're in a good mood. Could I ask you to go around and see what information you can gather? I still have no further leads regarding the issue of potential collusion between the Tenryou Commission and the Fatui. And I'm concerned that something might happen at tomorrow's peace talks.
Okay, sure. We'll go ask around.
Who do I talk to first? Hirai? Kabasawa? Arisawa? Matsuda? Hey, your method sucks, by the way. Have to get a Japanese Diglett or Ditto before I can actually try and breed for shiny eggs.
Watatsumi Island is finally at peace, and it's all thanks to Her Excellency, Sangonomiya. Recently, let me think. Well, the biggest thing for us is that we can finally get back out on the ocean to fish. During the hostilities, the open sea was full of warships. We just had to make do with what little fish and shrimp we could get our hands on closer to shore. When the catch wasn't good, we'd all go hungry. The poor kids were crying all day and night, but there was just nothing I could do. We'd go to bed ravenous and be tossing and turning all night long, trying to keep it together until the morning. At least things are finally improving now. I hear you're captain of Swordfish too, is that right? Well, thank you for your service. Here, have a fish. It's freshly caught, so it's a bit, fishy. But it's fine.
Oh, no. We couldn't possibly.
Ah, come on, take it. Without you, we'd probably still be going to bed hungry tonight. Her Excellency always teaches us to repay kindness with gratitude.
Okay, well, thanks. Come on, let's go talk to some others.
Hey there! Care for some fruit and vegetables? Nature's remedy when you overdo the barbecue. Are you referring to the thing about the Tenryou Commission and the Fatui? I've heard rumors, but nothing too detailed. It's funny you should say that the soldiers seem excitable, though. I've had the same feeling. See that guy over there? He's been acting strange these days. Always shouting and waving his spear around when he's got nothing to do. He scared the heck out of me a few times. It's a miracle the fighting has finally come to an end.
That last guy was fishy.
Hope we don't go making any more trouble for ourselves. Sorry, I'm afraid I don't have much information. If you still have questions, you may as well go and talk to him.
Sounds promising. Let's go see what that guy's deal is.
He's probably having a hard time adjusting. Sir, are you stabbing me? Are you stabbing at me? I will have you know I have a sword. I'm helping him train.
This guy smells of booze.
Fantastic.
Huh? Wait, don't tell me. Captain of Swordfish too, right? You actually came back. I thought you'd abandoned the platoon and made a run for it.
Who gave you that idea?
We would never run from a fight.
Is that so? All anyone talks about these days is peace and stability.
Yeah?
Do you remember what the most important thing is to the Resistance?
Dude, wasn't that the goal?
You got that right. So I'm gonna put you to the test. Time to see if you truly are a bona fide Resistance warrior. I'll answer your questions, but only if you can beat me in a duel.
This will end poorly for you.
This guy. Would it kill him to just have a normal conversation?
Honestly, a normal conversation would probably keep him from dying.
We'll see.
Rock.
Terra Smash!
Ouch. Rock. Rock. Sir, I've got something important to tell you. Rock.
You're a strong fighter. No wonder Her Excellency chose you. You really do have a warrior's will. Then maybe you can understand us.
No.
Captain. Comrade. We made it up. The story about the Tenryou Commission colluding with the Fatui, it didn't happen.
What? Poor Kokomi's been worried sick. You're telling us you made the whole thing up?
I'm throwing you in the ocean.
Thinking, this could send you right back into war with the Tenryou Commission.
Yes, that's exactly what we're hoping to achieve.
Why are you so stupid? Please, can I get permission to just throw this asshole in the ocean?
Peace talks? Everyone's been drawn in by the idea. That's why the future of Watatsumi Island is at stake.
The future of Watatsumi Island was at stake because of a war.
What's to stop the Tenryou Commission from stabbing us in the back? And what's to stop the Raiden Shogun from issuing another Vision Hunt decree?
Okay, like, I can see the logic behind that, but at the same time, your reasoning was, let's start another war?
We are the Resistance. Everything hinges on our warrior's will.
Okay, buddy, let me ask you what were you fighting for?
We can't trust the Tenryou Commission or the Raiden Shogun, but we can put faith in ourselves.
Okay, what were you fighting for?
Surely you agree with that.
What were you fighting for?
His point does kinda make sense, but something about it doesn't feel right to Paimon. Yeah, everything you said just now was pure speculation, wasn't it? Are you seriously willing to make up a wild rumor and ruin the peace everyone's worked so hard for, all because of some imaginary situation that may not even happen?
Don't take that tone with me, acting like you're above all of this. What would you understand?
Dear child, I have faced off against a fucking dragon losing its mind and attacking an entire country. I have stopped a war, but not a war, I have solved the mystery of a god being slain and faced off against a creature that was imprisoned by said god, while also dealing with a group of Fatui assholes who were trying to ruin everything on top of it. I got thrown into a war that I had no reason being a part of whatsoever. And I've stopped an entire group of people brainwashing, manipulating, and controlling an entire country and what it can learn, all because their god died and they decided to throw a fit. What wouldn't I understand about your situation?
For the sake of victory, we embodied the warrior's will to the fullest. You understand? We were all in. Now they're suddenly trying to tell us that none of it matters anymore?
Because you won! You got the win! What, you just want to teabag on their corpses? What do you want?
You'd have me just put down my weapon and start living like an ordinary person, but how can I? How can I when every time I close my eyes, I see the faces of the friends we lost in battle?
There we go!
Every time I see them there in my mind's eye, it reminds me that I can never forgive the Tenryo Commission and never forgive the Vision Hunt Decree.
There, we've gotten to the root of the issue.
I guess you're not one of us. Well, whatever. Go ahead and tell Sango Namiya if you want, but you're too late to stop us now.
Child, I will still throw you in the ocean.
Too late? What do you mean? Darn. Doesn't seem like he's gonna answer that one.
Okay, but here's a solution. We throw him into the ocean.
What are we gonna do? This is really serious. We need to give Kokomi the full story right away.
Like, okay, full 100% sympathy from me that this guy is dealing with, like, PTSD or something where he's lost his comrades in battle. Fully understand that, fully support it. I can't, the closest thing I lost was my mother and grandmother. I understand how he feels, to an extent. I don't know how badly he feels it. Unfortunately, good sir, if this all goes through, you will probably still be charged with domestic T-word. I hope you understand that. That won't bring your comrades back. And that wasn't what your comrades were fighting for. That was a wild party. It's already morning.
So, we found out a few things. The whole thing about the Tenryo Commission colluding with the Fatui is baloney.
You spelled it wrong. It's Bologna.
They wanted the peace talks to break down so that they could carry on fighting the war. And they said it's too late to try and stop them, no matter what we do.
I see. I'm fine. Don't worry.
Did they poison her?
This is my fault. If only I'd perceived what they were feeling earlier, it never would have come to this.
You need to stop blaming yourself for everything.
I think I understand what Kazm means when he says it's too late. The talks don't begin until tomorrow, but both sides have already sent their guards to the location. They are responsible for making sure the area is safe and secure. I highly suspect that one of Kazm's pro-war co-conspirators will have infiltrated the guards with an intent to reignite hostilities tomorrow during the negotiations.
Well, that's no good. Do you want us to head over there now and switch out the guards?
That won't work. Firstly, the act of bringing a new team of guards to a neutral negotiation site will put both sides on high alert. It would almost certainly push the pro-war faction into taking action. They would attack the Tenryo Commission's guards, and we'd be in danger of war breaking out once again. Not to mention that we have no idea how many of Watatsumi Island's soldiers are involved in this plot. If we change the guard in haste, we face the issue of not knowing who to trust.
I have a solution to this. Let me kick all their asses.
Sounds like a really tricky situation. So is there really nothing we can do about it?
Let me kick all their asses.
Don't let it worry you. What's done is done. Now it falls to me to devise a counter plan.
Let me kick all of their asses.
These soldiers crossed the line, but the blame is not theirs alone.
No.
Whatever happens, I will find a way to ensure they do not come to harm.
No, the blame is 100% theirs. This is radicalism.
Let's meet here again tomorrow.
Like, yes, it's born from a place of grief, but at the same time, like, they are actively trying to start another war. After so many people have basically agreed, war bad. I'm trying to be like properly mature about this entire situation and critically thinking, but like at the same time I want to be like, they stupid, punch them. I forgot the next day part of that statement. Like, I know for some soldiers it's difficult to, like, get back into the civilization role. Especially in real life. A lot of people in real life don't get any support in that regard, which sucks. She's supposed to be in front of me. Where is she?
Well, the peace talks are upon us. How do you feel? Prepared?
Am I kicking butt?
Here, take this. These are some directives I wrote last night. These negotiations are complex, to be sure, but I thought about it carefully and realized there are no more than 187 possible outcomes.
Can I narrow it? Can I take away 186 and just beat the crap out of everybody?
To adapt with speed, no matter how the events play out.
Whoa, this is huge! Let's see. Fierce dispute, violent escalation, armed revolt, coordinated attack, seize hostages. Wow, there are so many! But you've thought of a solution to each one! Hyman suddenly feels a lot less nervous.
I'm gonna go the Monster Hunter route with mentality here.
Are quite exceptional.
Let me hunt them.
It is a major step forward both for Watatsumi Island and the Shogunate. But any amount of dissatisfaction within our ranks weakens our negotiating position. We will have to work all the harder if we want.
Jade, you're smarter than me. I have a question. How badly would it have turned out if Kokomi just straight up told the Tenryou Commission, yeah, we've got some radicals in our group, we're trying to weed them out, but they kind of snuck in and might cause issues during the peace talks? How badly would that go?
As the divine priestess of Watatsumi Island, this responsibility is, of course, mine to shoulder. But would you be willing to lend me a hand? Excellent. Okay, time to head off.
Now what if we said, I added a neutral party, they're going to be attacking my guards just for shits and giggles? Also, aren't I technically a neutral party between the two? Like, yeah, I'm doing a story between... or for Kokomi, but like... and I was a part of the well, I was a part of the resistance, but also... I don't know, I think... yeah, but I just said that I was a part of the resistance, so technically speaking, I don't think I actually am a neutral party anymore. Because they could view it as me siding with them in the past. Or siding with the resistance in the past, so technically speaking, that wouldn't be me being a neutral party. Even though technically I am a neutral party. Because I also kind of talked with the Shogunate, basically. And helped weed out the main issue of the entire country, because the entire country is a bunch of assholes. Did I say that out loud? Oh, Kujasar is here. No, these guys are idiots.
It's been a while, Kujo-Sara. I believe the last time we met was on the battlefield.
Yes, where you dealt my forces quite the devastating blow. But before we go any further, what are you doing here?
That's right. He's here to bear witness to the proceedings. He experienced the war between us firsthand, and has made an enormous contribution towards securing the peace we have today. I couldn't think of a more suitable candidate.
Seems reasonable. Then let's get straight into it.
The first item is the maritime administration issue. During wartime, we restricted fishing rights for Watatsumi vessels in Narukami waters. We intend to remove these restrictions, but going forward, any of your vessels that fish in our waters will have to pay taxes in accordance with Narukami legislation in order to bring their catch back to Watatsumi.
That's fine, but if they're paying taxes, they should also be entitled to protection from the Tenryou Commission while in your waters. Any losses they sustain due to issues of public security will need to be compensated by the Tenryou Commission.
Accepted.
That all sounds fair.
Add that to the peace treaty. I can assure you that your vessels will be quite safe in our hands.
Negotiations seem to be going pretty smoothly.
That definitely seems quite fair.
The next item has to do with the movement of people and military authority. In the past, our people have been subjected to lengthy interrogations on arrival in Watatsumi, and the same has been true for your people on arrival to Narukami. Economic cooperation between our islands has suffered greatly as a consequence. Few merchants are now willing to engage in inter-island commerce. Since the war is now over, I propose that we have the Yashiro Commission appoint a business council to oversee trade between our two islands.
The problem there is that trade is a reciprocal affair. We'll need to involve merchants from both sides in this process if it is to succeed. We cannot give the Yashiro Commission full authority.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Watatsumi Island facing severe shortages of many essential goods at the moment? Having the Yashiro Commission organize everything centrally would work in your favor.
True, we're experiencing some shortages, but we will recover in due course. Between the diverse range of goods we can produce ourselves and our strong trade links with other areas, we are capable of sourcing everything we need. Not to mention that your proposal would require separate talks with the Kamisato clan. If they've yet to sanction it, I believe you are going beyond the remit of the Tenryou Commission's authority.
Let's leave that aside for now then. On to the military question. Watatsumi Island's forces will need to come back under the jurisdiction of the Tenryou Commission.
That just isn't feasible. Not in the short term, at least.
With all due respect, feasibility doesn't come into it. The Tenryou Commission alone has ultimate responsibility for Inazuma's national security. We cannot allow Watatsumi Island to be the sole exception to this rule indefinitely.
You Kujo scum! Colluding with the Fatui isn't low enough for you already. You just want to take everything away from us.
Well, I'm gonna kick a butt.
Never trust the Kujo. Let's get them. Protect Madam Kujo.
Number 16. No, wait. 67? Or is it 73? Which one is it?
What the fuck was that?
But hold off for the moment. Stand down, Tadakatsu. Situation has changed. Please stand by for further orders. Rest assured, I am fully aware of your concerns, but I will deal with the situation from here. Madam Kujo, this is rather serious. I believe you owe Watatsumi Island an explanation.
Excuse me for a moment. Nobody makes another move until I have finished investigating. You two, here, now!
Did they sneak into the wrong side?
Speak! Collusion with the Fatui? Is this true?
I wouldn't exactly call it collusion as such.
Are we just lucky?
We were approached by a few Fatui. They mentioned a potential cooperation to keep the war against Watatsumi Island going. At the time, I felt like we could give it a try, After all, there'd be nothing to lose.
But we were extremely careful. We didn't agree to anything. We just said they could maybe start by heading to Watatsumi Island and stirring things up a little. Then we'd see how it went.
Are we just extremely lucky?
There was no collusion. It was just a one-off conversation. How anyone from Watatsumi Island even found out about it, I have no idea.
That's enough. When we return, there will be consequences. Might I remind you that this is the Fatui? Have you completely forgotten what they did to us? You should be having no interaction with them whatsoever, let alone entertaining offers of cooperation. So, what did they want out of it?
The Fatui's main forces have already left Inazuma. The few who approached us seemed like they wanted to settle a score for their boss.
Oh, her subordinates. So they're out for revenge. They want to keep Inazuma in a state of turmoil. One day, I will hunt them down. Every last one.
We just got extremely lucky.
We bear responsibility for this issue. My sincere apologies. I have my own negligence to blame for this state of affairs. Please, grant us another chance to continue the peace talks.
But of course, Madame Kujo. I have every confidence in your ability to
Did we
resolve
seriously
the
just get
situation.
extremely lucky?
For the time being, however, there is evidently some discord within the Tenryou Commission's ranks. I would therefore not feel comfortable releasing Watatsumi Island's forces into your command at this time.
It seems that I must acquiesce. I will lay this issue aside for now, but we shall revisit it as soon as the Tenryou Commission has resolved our internal issues. As for the trade issues we raised, I will discuss options with the Yashiro Commission and make sure both sides have ample participation in the final arrangement.
Oh, Jade, tonight we are only going till 4 hours, not 5. So, I guess we keep an eye out for that.
The strategist of Watatsumi Island was a skilled negotiator, as well as a formidable commander. I hope that when we meet again, we can continue these sit-down discussions. Settling our differences on the battlefield is rather taxing. I think we can leave things there for today. Once I get back, I will conduct a thorough investigation into the Tenryou Commission's internal issues.
I should inform you that we took out a Fatui camp recently. I suspect that before long, they will attempt to re-establish contact with your people in the hope of procuring some assistance. I recommend you say and do nothing on the matter for the time being, lest you tip them off and they disappear. Wait for them to come to you. That way, you can capture them all in one fell swoop.
I will bear this in mind. Thank you. I shall take my leave now. Until we meet again.
Your Excellency, we...
Let's discuss it after we get back.
I'd throw you all in the ocean. It's right there. Get ready to take a swim. Yeah, bam!
Your Excellency, you knew?
I have already been informed on the reasons for your actions. You believe the Tenryou Commission to be untrustworthy and sought to sabotage the peace talks and reignite the war.
Extremely stupid.
Fortunately, the end result exposed and thwarted a secret Tenryou Commission plot. Yet, this was purely incidental, and the end certainly did not justify your means.
But Your Excellency, so many comrades have sacrificed themselves in the line of duty. If we stop now, aren't all of our efforts going to waste?
Do you not remember what you were fighting for?
I want to keep fighting. I want ultimate victory, even if it means I have to pay the ultimate price.
Oh, this hurts my brain. And the only reason it hurts my brain is because I don't fully understand it because I was never a soldier. or never part of a military force in any way, shape, or form. I just know of things through friendship osmosis and people talking.
I understand your sentiments, but you cannot simply impose your will and expect others to bear the consequences. During the war, there were highs and there were lows, and in the end, there was a glorious victory. For you, perhaps the experience was one of great excitement. But you saw nothing of the countless others who will remember the war quite differently. Most people suffered terribly through each day. Watatsumi Island's people yearn for peace because they have long since given all they had to the war effort. They are tired of treading water and don't need you dragging them back underneath once again.
Banish them from the island.
But...
I understand, I do. And the fault is not yours alone.
No, stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
It was largely an oversight on my part. I taught you to nurture a warrior's will, but never how to let it go.
And how old are you? Are you not allowed to... No, because you have the fucking image of a perfect, unflawed person. I hate this area so much.
It's not your fault, Your Excellency. It was ours. Our selfishness.
Good. You've learned. You've upgraded from the ocean to the lake.
Either way, we are ready to accept sentencing under martial law.
I'm throwing you in the lake.
Very well. Then I hereby declare... that as of today, I am founding a new secret corps of the army. This division will be responsible for keeping Watatsumi Island safe and secure, neutralizing any and all threats to the peace of our island. You and your comrades will all be welcome to join, but be warned, the training will be grueling. Perseverance and grit will be in high demand.
Your Excellency, what are you saying?
I don't know how I feel about this one.
I have concluded from today's peace talks that the Kujo clan cannot achieve absolute peace and stability in the near future. Many seek peace, but there are still those who pursue war.
What have we got to lose? I don't know, your life?
It is right that Watatsumi Island moves towards peace, but we must still retain a defensive capacity. Those whose warrior's will is alive and well, I invite you to embark on the most challenging training regimen of your lives.
Keep them so tired they can never think about starting another war again. I like it. It can't possibly backfire.
I don't want to hear from any of you again until all of you can take on 2 shogunate samurai at a time.
Why would you give them that? Oh no, they're gonna actually try and fight a shogunate samurai.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
All right, dismissed. Go and report to General Goro. And remember, there can be no more insubordination.
Otherwise, you get the ocean with brick shoes.
And if there is, there will be no more leniency from me, whatever reasons you may have.
The ocean is not far from me.
Yes, ma'am. From now on, we will focus on our training. Thank you for this opportunity, Your Excellency. We'll report to General Goro right away.
I don't like that their punishment just seems to be more training. I get the leniency. I get that she's trying to appeal to their want for like combat and stuff like that. I really do get that. I feel like first they should be like some form of jail time or something like that.
I think that's finally everything in hand.
A little bit of physical labor first and foremost to kind of, I don't know, to make it feel like an actual punishment and not a reward.
My energy level's starting to drop. Meet you back at the hideout for some rest?
Like, genuinely speaking, that was nice of her to be lenient with them. But I feel like it may potentially invite more issues in the future. Then again, there was no good decision for that at all.
Thank you for everything. With your help, peace has been restored on Watatsumi Island once more. Recovering. Slowly, but surely. I should be raring to go before too long.
You need to schedule yourself breaks.
Today was a reminder that I don't cope well in situations with lots of people. I've improved, but I still get nervous when more than a handful of people are involved. I think I might get Goro to handle the negotiations next time. Do you think so? To be honest, I'm still a long way off what's expected of a divine priestess.
That's fine.
In the past, I was concerned only with winning the war, restoring peace, and making sure everyone could live a happy life. But I realized now that wasn't going far enough. People have all kinds of aspirations, and just as many measures of happiness. I have a long way to go, but that's okay. If I can't make the journey in one giant leap, I'll just have to settle for taking it one small step at a time.
That's the proper mentality.
In short, I've still got some maturing to do. Could you stay here on Watatsumi Island? To keep me company for a while longer?
Does she have a crush on us? I bet she does! Where are you going? Whoa, okay, bye, buddy. Well, shit. I have enough for another wish. I wish I was a fish. No, my wish didn't come true. I'm not a fish.